Speaking of some of our favorite characters, we did take a quiz earlier this week, all of us.
Yes, we did.
Masterpiece right now has a great quiz on their website for which Poldark character are you?
For this season.
For this season specifically.
Yeah.
Alas, to all of our detriment, Horace was not anybody that we got.
Sadly.
Very sadly, but we did get some pretty great characters.
We did, and I think the interesting part is that all of us, I think, expected to get a different character than we got.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is that right? Yeah, which is sort of interesting. Also, we have a double up.
Yes, we do. So Jackie, if you would start with the character you thought you were going to get, and then the
Yes.
character you did get.
So I thought that I might get Caroline because I answered stuff with the idea of being perhaps a little bit impetuous at times, but also like being a bit of a nerd, which I think is what Caroline's thing is. Like she likes to learn things, but she also likes to meddle. I feel like that's accurate to my personality.
When I think Jackie, I think meddling.
That's my move. Sorry, that was probably really creepy right at the camera there. But I was very surprised when I did not get Caroline, but instead I got Dwight, which I was pretty happy about because I like Dwight a lot.
You should be happy about that.
The funniest part though is that the Dwight description is so like, you're the sweetest person in the world, you're so nice, you take care of people, which I'm very snarky in the office. So when I said that, our colleagues all laughed, which I thought was rude and mean. But I'll get over it someday.
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 I thought it made sense because you have a background in medicine and public medicine, and so
fair.
it made total sense for you to get Dwight to me.
I didn't think about that, but that makes sense actually. Yeah.
Now, Ron, who did you think you were going to get, and who did you get?
Well, to the extent that I thought about it deeply, it was the character in the show I feel the most affinity with is actually Dwight. I just, he's a likable guy. People gravitate toward him. So I kind of expected that, I suppose. So I'm somewhat embarrassed to say that I ended up with Ross because I don't see myself that way at all. But apparently the quiz did. So who am I to argue?
I do love the idea of you just like herring off across the office to deal with some problem or another, like upstairs galloping on a horse.
Yeah, I don't do horses, but I drive a mean office chair.
There it is.
So-
You heard it here first, folks.
And you did actually have an interesting run-in with somebody who suggested you might get Ross, actually.
Yeah, there's a friend, colleague here who I mentioned I was going to be taking the quiz before I took it, and he said, "Oh, you're totally Ross." And I was like, "No." So when I did it and turned up as Ross, I emailed him and said, "You were right," to which he responded, "I've known you for 20 years. I think I know how you are." So
for me, myself, I thought I was honestly going to get Demelza or Caroline also because I'm a little tempered sometimes, a little fiery, spicy Latina blood.
I could see you getting Demelza. That would have made sense.
It would have made sense, but I too got Ross actually. Part of the difficulty with me getting Ross is that when we were doing this, I asked my colleagues, what is a personality trait of mine that most sticks out to you? And then I read them the list in the quiz, and they all went, oh, reckless, 100%. And I do not see myself as a reckless person. So that was interesting, but I do see myself as a hero, so it makes sense.
There you go.
Totally.
There it is. Silver
we
lining.
both have long hair too.
Yeah,
so,
exactly. I can definitely see myself galloping across the moors with my hair flowing
Yeah,
behind
totally.
me. Needs to get a little curlier first, but we'll be good to
We'll
go.
work on it. We could get you a perm. That would be fun.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, perm and a
Next
tricorn hat.
Next week on Drama After Dark, Andrea gets a perm.
I would tune in for that, to be honest.